Now that the enclosure poles are attached, you are ready to hang the safety net. Begin by unrolling the net on the trampoline mat or next to it. Locate and identify the two ends of the net. The beginning of the net has a loop in the top strap. Determine where you want the doorway to be. We recommend it be located directly opposite from the basketball set. Place the top strap loop over the ball end cap of a pole on the right of a W-shaped leg. We will call this pole 1. Locate the red stitching on the top strap and place the strap and netting through the notch of the ball end cap at pole 2, moving clockwise around the trampoline. If the red marks don't line up perfectly, that's okay. They are only a guide. Make sure the net is snugly connected to the top of the poles, but not so tight that it causes the pole to bend inward. The top of the net between the poles should have little to no sag, 1 or 2 inches in the middle at most. Once the net is completely hung and you have checked to make sure it fits correctly, tie off the top strap to pole number 2 so the net overlaps itself. Feed the top strap through the net at the ball end cap and tie a temporary knot. Once proper overlap is achieved, you will tie a permanent knot. At this point, it is okay if the bottom of the net is a few feet above the jumping surface. Tie the corner of the inside net to the bungee closest to pole 1 on the right. Tie the bottom strap off to pole 1 below the rail. Tie the bottom strap of the outside net to pole 2, just under the top rail. It is very important that there is a minimum 6-inch overlap in the net before continuing. Adjusting the top of the net can be as simple as shifting the net at the ball end caps. If needed, untie the doorway and rehang the top of the net more firmly between poles to obtain a 6-inch overlap. If the net is tensioned correctly and the overlap is close, or the door seems loose, you may adjust the corner knots of the door to tighten it and allow more overlap. Loosen the knot on the upper corner of the outer net, but do not untie it. Slide the net along the strap to lengthen it and tie the knot firmly. The same can be done on the lower portion of the net. Once proper overlap is achieved, tie the finishing end of the net around pole 2. Do this by feeding the top strap through the net at the ball end cap, then wrap the strap around the outside of the ball end cap and tie a secure knot. Do not tie the knot around any portion of the net, only the strap itself. Any excess strap can be wrapped around the pole or can be left to hang on the inside of the net. Use the 1-foot bungees with clips to secure the bottom strap of the net to the trampoline frame. Make sure the clasp is pushed inside the clip. Feed the bungee through the bottom strap only. Do not include the net. Wrap around the safety enclosure pole below the rail and above the bolt and hook it to itself on the other side. Complete this at all poles to tension the net. Secure the inside panel of the door to the pad by tying the pad bungee to the bottom strap with a square knot. Do not include the netting itself, only the bottom strap. Repeat this step for the other 14 pad bungees. Tuck the pad skirt up underneath the pad between pole 1 and pole 2. Secure the base of the outer panel of the doorway with a pole strap. Wrap the strap around the leg just below the rail and feed the straight end through the looped end to secure. Loop the pole strap around the rail and bottom strap of the net only, wrapping once between each spring. Tie the strap off on pole 2. The doorway to the trampoline is now complete. In the next video, we will add the enclosure bungees and straps, as well as the panels between the trampoline mats.